Today we're going to be talking about everything you need to know about Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Now obviously there's a lot of small new features in the game that we could break down, but I'm actually going to be talking about the most important things you need to know. But before we get into the video, I do want to give a quick shout out to one of our sponsors. I'm kidding, we don't have any sponsors, just follow me on Twitter. The first thing I do want to talk about is going to be the price of the game. In my last video I was speculating on what the price of the game could be, and the price is actually free. The game is going to be free with microtransactions, and now when that was announced, everybody was wondering what the microtransactions would be, and there's actually a few things that I could think of. Today we got a new trailer that announced that we would be getting 10,000 plus cards in the game, which some of them you could get through events that they're going to have in the game. It looks like they're going to have some sort of event system like in dueling. I'm not sure how that's going to work since it doesn't really have a world like in dueling. It looks like it's going to be like Legacy of the Duelist, where you just click what you want to do, like multiplayer ranked, and then it'll just throw you into a match. So I'm not sure how the events are going to work in the game. But through these events you can get some cards, and there's also going to be cards that are going to be behind a paywall. Now with that being said, a lot of people are saying that the game is pretty much dead before it even comes out just because of that one announcement, and that's actually not true because Duel Links is one of the games that's made the most money, and that's not on every platform like Master Duel is going to be. So for those of you guys who don't know, Master Duel is actually going to be on Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. It's going to be on Steam, and it's also going to be on iOS and Android. So it's pretty much going to be in every platform. I don't think the game's going to be dead as soon as it comes out. Now going back to the cards behind the paywall, I don't think that's going to be every single card like most of the best cards in the game. I actually believe that we're going to have access to most of the cards in the actual TCG and OCG. The cards I do think that will be behind the paywall are going to be cards that do come out after the release of the game. For example, if they bring in a new structure deck into the TCG, or maybe they bring in a new box, I believe those are the cards that are going to be behind the paywall, because it wouldn't make sense that those cards are going to be free in the game but you're going to have to pay for them IRL. That would just kill off the entire TCG and OCG, because why would somebody just buy a card in real life when they could just get it for free in the game and play? And that brings me to another point. They also did announce that they do plan on hosting the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship tournament in the Master Duels game. Now I'm not sure if that's a thing that's going to be frequently or if that's just a one-time thing to promote the game, but they did also mention that the game is going to have its own tournament feature. So whether you want to do a casual tournament with your friends or maybe a ranked tournament to see where you stand with the top players in the game. Another thing I want to talk about, and it goes back to the microtransactions, we also did see some sleeves in the game trailers, and I believe those sleeves are also going to be behind a paywall. Now obviously there's a slight chance that you can unlock these sleeves like in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, where you have to summon a certain card X amount of times and you will unlock that, so that's always a possibility. But for the most part I do think it's going to be something that they're going to try to put behind a paywall. Now along with the sleeves, we do see these buddies or pets on the field once you're dueling, and this is pretty much going to be your character or your profile icon. So in the Legacy of the Duelist you could just pick a picture, and that's the icon that would represent you in a duel. So in this game you're gonna have a pet or a buddy, and that's gonna represent you once you do your coin flip, because in this game we're actually gonna be doing coin flips like in Duel Links to see who goes first or second. It's no longer gonna have rock paper scissors, and in that coin flip you also do get to see your buddy. Now these buddies do have certain animations. Whenever you do take damage, when you win, or when you lose, it will have a certain animation. And for the most part I think most of these buddies are actually going to be free to play, but as the game goes on and they add new features, I can definitely see some of those buddies or pets being added at a price. And if you think about it, that's already enough to monetize the game between the pets, the sleeves, and also the new cards added into the game every so often. I do think that's how they're going to be making their money's worth. So I think everybody is just making a big deal, making it seem like all the best cards are going to be behind the paywall. If you look at Legacy of the Duelist, for the most part all the cards were easily unlockable. Now that's a game that was never updated, and Master Duel looks like it's actually going to be updated frequently, but that's a whole different topic. As you do it in Legacy of the Duelist, you would earn some skill points, and with those skill points you can open some booster packs, and in those booster packs you could get a whole bunch of new cards. And I believe Master Duel is going to be just like that. Like Legacy of the Duelist, the more you play the more you can unlock cards, but I'm actually curious to see what you guys think. Will the game be behind a crazy paywall, or will it be something more like Legacy of the Duelist where everything's unlockable and you will just have to pay for the cards being added into the game and buddies and just small little cosmetic things like that? Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like, and if you guys are new here, make sure you subscribe. I'm going to be updating you guys on all things Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, so you don't want to miss that. Make sure you subscribe with notifications on. But that's actually it for the video, so I'll see you guys in the next one.